Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. I would like to show you today more of an updated look at my Marvel Superhero Squad figure collection. So this is a more updated look. I have an older video from before, but this one is a revised version. So I have here a selection of good guys and bad guys. I just divided them into two groups for the easier viewing. So I have only two playsets, one being the Dr. Doom's castle over there, with Dr. Doom on the top of the balcony right there, and then some of the play school versions of Dr. Doom that I use as the Doombot. And then there is a few figures from the play school mixed in, but it's mostly Marvel Squaddies. So there is also a play school lizard over there. So here we go. Some of the characters have multiple versions of, and I do have a few large size figures that belong to the line. Over there we have Nick Fury with Black Widow and Silver Surfer on the Hill Carrier playset. And if you guys are interested, you can check out one of my earlier videos where I had a closer look at the Hill Carrier playset. And then a whole bunch of Spider-Man, mix of the Play School ones and the Superhero Squad ones. There is some variations of Spider-Man here. For example, the symbiote Spider-Man, the movie version and the comic book version. And then also one of the Spider-Man from the old Spider-Man movies, the Civil War Spider-Man, the Iron Spider-Man as he's known. And then there is Thor, several different versions of Thor, and then one figure of Odin, the father of Thor over there. The Gladiator style Silver Surfer based on a Planet Hulk comic book story. So there is a Polar classic costume and a more updated costume. There is also Hercules posing, showing off his metal. And then we have, I believe that's an island model. The warm ones over there. The environment. And then there is Human Torch, the team from Fantastic Four. Now that particular Hulk-bust Iron Man over here, he does not belong to either Play School or the Marvel Superhero Squad. He was actually from another line, which I am not sure which line was that. But since he was the only one I got in here, I just posed him along with these guys. He's roughly more or less the same size except for the oversized head. Then we have Angel from X-Men, Colossus, Bishop, Deadpool, Iceman, first appearance Beast, the gray version of Beast, or aka Hank McCoy. Then we have two versions of Cable, also known as Nathaniel Summers, the Dawn of Cyclops, Jean Grey in her red costume, Phoenix, and then there is Cyclops himself, there is Havoc, and so that would be Cyclops is Scott Summers and Silver. And then we have Vision from Play School, and then Punisher, the leader of the Inhumans, Black Bolt, Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel, Tigra from the Avengers, another version of Thing from Fantastic Four, one of the Spider-Woman, this one being in the purple costume, and then Iron Fist from the Heroes for Hire, only missing Luke Cage, and I'm not even sure if Luke Cage was made in the line because I have a hard time finding a complete checklist out there. Then there is Ghost Rider with his chain. Unfortunately, this version did not come with the motorcycle. Elektra, and then two versions of Daredevil, one in his regular red costume and the other one is in yellow and dark red, known as his first appearance costume. And then a couple of different versions of Iron Man. The movie-based Iron Man from the first Iron Man movie, a more modern look on Iron Man. This one, this larger one over here would be the Hulkbuster. Sorry, not the Hulkbuster, what am I saying? The Hulkbuster looks different. This is the Thorbuster Iron Man. That kind of armor he uses to fight Thor. And then more versions of Iron Man. Some from these taller ones are from Play School. Tony Stark and comic book version of the first appearance Iron Man armor. And then another Tony Stark and one more holding his helmet. And then War Machine, a few versions of him. Two from Play School and the middle one is from the Marvel Superhero Squad. And then some other versions of Iron Man. This is the Centurion armor Iron Man, I believe, because of the color scheme. Then Steve Rogers, Captain America, and of course Bucky, when he wore the Captain America costume and he came with a motorcycle. The ultimate version of Captain America, and then the classic version of it. And then another version of Bucky Captain America in the Play School style. Then we have the ultimate version of Beast from X-Men, Weapon X Wolverine, and a couple of other versions of him in different costumes and without a mask. X-23, the girl who has same powers as Wolverine, and many color variations of Wolverine's costume over here as well. And then we have Logan, based on one of the Wolverine solo movies. He came with a motorcycle. And then we have the She-Hulk at the back there, and Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk. Again, a few versions of him. The usual Savage version, and then the Planet Hulk version where Hulk looks as a gladiator. The King Hulk, and then two Play School versions of Hulk and another Gladiator Hulk. I use these two Gladiator Hulks as a sort of a bodyguards to the King Hulk. I kind of thought they would be neat in that sense. And then I have multiples of the Hulkbuster Iron Man. I use them as a sort of an army. And then there is another variation of the Hulkbuster armor, where you can see a tiny head of Iron Man in there. And then we have some of the larger figures here, and there was a few released in the toy line. We have Fin Fang Foam Dragon, and one of the Sentinel robots that fought the X-Men. And their primary mission was to capture all the mutants out there. And then we have some of the bad guys. There is Dr. Octopus, Red Dynamo, Silver Samurai, one of the android robots that fought Iron Man in Iron Man 2 movie, Bullseye, the enemy of Daredevil, one of the soldiers who was hunting for the Hulk in the old Hulk movie, under the General Thunderbolt Ross, who later became the Red Hulk. Then we have Red Skull holding the Tesseract Cube, which is very known in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in all the Avengers movies. Then we have Anti-Venom. He looks pretty cool. And then we have the Hydra Soldier, and then Loki, and Enchantress. And then at the back here we have Electro. And then Ultron from the Age of Ultron. Then we have some of the Skrull Warriors. I have two different versions, but I have 3 figures in total. So this would be one version, and then another. I believe this is more like an officer style figure, and the other one is more like a regular soldier. And then here we have the Lizard Man, the enemy of Spider-Man. Scorpion in a sort of a more advanced looking costume, not his classic one, but he still has the scorpion tail there that shoots acid. At the back of the scroll we have Tombstone, one of the villains from Spider-Man comics. Then we have Sabretooth there, crouched up and ready to pounce. We have Mr. Sinister, MODOK. At the back we have Rhino, Apocalypse, Shocker, movie version of Lizard, the Vulture. And then we have Venom, the Whiplash, the enemy of Iron Man from the Iron Man 2, a smaller size Frost Giant from the Thor movies, and then we have this green style looking robot, which I cannot exactly remember the name of him, but I have two versions of it. One is dark green, the other one is lighter green. Then we have Dr. Octopus, and then Blob at the back there, and the Avalanche, who looks like Juggernaut, but it's not Juggernaut. Then we have Lizard, a play school version of him. At the back we have Sandman, Magneto, and Mystique. Then we have a very big size Frost Giant, armed with an axe and a big ice mace. And then we have the Galactus, who is larger than the Frost Giant, and this fellow is the Devourer of Worlds. One of the most dangerous enemies of the squaddies, because he's large and he can gobble up the whole planet. Here we go, the main bad guy in the cartoon series, Dr. Doom, with his castle, a mini-sized playset, and some of the Doombots over here below, which are just the versions of Dr. Doom from Play School. Some Green Goblin figures, two different versions, a more classic look of him, and then a somewhat more modified look, Red Dynamo, and that would be pretty much all of them that I have. I sort of thought to give you guys this second look and a bit of a revised look. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing it. I do have some extra figures that I simply didn't put on display because there is no reason to. All these guys look good, and there is not any more space to fit, so I keep any doubles away. But this is all I have at this point in time. I am still missing, obviously, as you can tell, I'm missing definitely some characters, and I'm missing the other places that were released, and I'm missing some of the variations of some of the characters. And among the larger figures, which I already showed, I am also missing about 2 or 3 large size figures, one of them being Hulk. Then I'm also missing large size Apocalypse, and if I'm not mistaken, there should be a third one. I believe that would be the ultimate version of Giant Man. So roughly 3. But yeah, this would be all of them. Anyway, folks, I hope you liked this video, and if you liked it, please give me a like and subscribe if you'd like to see any more videos from my toy collection. And that would be all for now. Thank you all for watching, and to all a good day. Thanks. Bye.